What's happening, everyone? You ready for some? Damn right you are. This is the season of the Gong, episode 7 with the Biscuits and D Booma song. And we are here to... Oh, I missed this one, man. We used to play this more.
That's true. I'm not dancing, though.
Biscuits, come on.
No.
Oh, Biscuits, dance with me, baby. Come on, let it fly. Let it go, Biscuits. Biscuity biscuits. All right. Fine.
No, sir. I've got a bone to pick with you, actually.
Yeah? It wouldn't have anything to do with the promo, would it?
It does, yes. I had let this go previously because I assumed it was coming from the AI, but now that you have used your artistic skills to create an intro, I realized that the source is actually you, because I watched that and I said, look at this Lance motherfucker with 3 hairs on his head and me with none. You know? Yes. And I said, this is coming from Dorian, not the AI. You know, Dorian is telling the AI to make me bald, and then when he's doing it, not even a sprig.
Dude.
This is what happens. No, let me finish now. This is what happens when you make the mistake of letting people know, that something bothers you, because the only one with not a single hair. But I gotta say, what an impressive intro. I mean, you really outdid yourself. What a treat it was to watch that. Good to see some old-fashioned art.
Bro, after I got done messing around with these stupid stick figures, I was so exhausted. I didn't write a single line to that thing. I just ripped from my own, whatever happened. Now,
No.
and at the end of my audio, there was still 15 seconds left, so I added the boobs on Lance and a little extra to the show. Just a one little small part, but I just let it rip because I was so exhausted with those stupid stick figures. And then I had to figure out how to get them on a background, because at first I was just gonna do a white background just to leave it as plain as fucking day. And I was like, I want to add a little dojo back there, but now this is gonna fuck things up. And then I had to figure that out. And by the time I was done with that, it was time to just lay some audio, and I was just like, whatever the fuck comes out of my mouth is whatever the fuck comes out of my mouth. And it was the 5th time, at number 5, I fucking hit that shit. And that was all in one take, every single voice. I tried to do your voice for the first 3, and then I just quit and just kept you simple fucking lines, as if you were Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator 1. You just a little gesture, a little fucking line. That's it.
Well, Arnold,
but I thought I fucking nailed it as far as Lance, and then
Arnold had hair. I mean,
that's the only thing that's going on here. Is
a choice, you know what I mean? Because now I know it's a choice, not just some artifact of, some image being rendered by a computer somewhere off in some data centers. It's coming from you. You know what I mean? I understand.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my
gosh. Even distilled to its most minimalistic form, the joke, the insult finds its way in there. I don't know if I'm going to recover from it, but I want to go back to the AI. I got to tell you, I think this, obviously it was a great artistic effort on your part, but it's taken its toll on both our relationship and on you from having to do the hard work of being an artist.
Right? Who doesn't want to just get butter all over their hands and run it over Biscuit's bald head? Into his beard, of course, because you got the hair and the beard, and that's sexy. But the only joy I get Well, and sometimes I was putting hours into those. People think you just type in shit to AI and it does everything, and it's just like I got like this magic fucking program. No, I got retarded AI, low level shit that only gives me like 5 to maybe 10 seconds of a video clip, and everything costs fucking tokens or coins or whatever that you pay for. So I pay for a bundle, blah 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 blah. But it's fucking like I will spend hours creating one of these 2 minute things. And in that one, I spent most of my time on the stick figures. And I only have fun when it comes to ragging on Biscuits coming into these fucking shows. And so I'm going to have as much fun as fucking possible.
Yeah.
But I did in the AI, the one before that, have you walking in like a fucking James Bond, which I was going to play off of that in this one. But we got a bunch of crybaby man babies, as Sabrina Wallace calls them, on the channel crying about my usage of AI. And so I'm going to go, I was like, I'm going old school, fucking stick figure fucking style. And I fucking created that. And I just love, I cannot fucking stop. I'm an ornery bastard. And I got to fucking get you.
It's a real treasure. I mean, it's going to go up on the fridge next to my retarded nephew's macaroni sculpture.
Where's the wand? Oh, what do I need the wand for? Oh man, dude, like that was so fun. When it came together, I was like, fuck, this actually worked out. And then like the changing, just all I had to do was like go to the different characters and it worked, man.
You nailed it. I mean, I think if you've proven anything, it's that AI is not going to replace real artists anytime soon. But like always, real artists are broke until they die, and then their art becomes a tool for money laundering. That's the deal. So, like, if you're an artist and you're mad that people who are bad at creating art are using AI to create art, you need to be fighting against the international money laundering rings, not shitheads who are making dumb internet shows for entertainment purposes, because we're not the enemy of art.
Right. No, and I think there'll always be a place, just like when they started manufacturing en masse, whether it was cars, sofas, toasters, whatever the fuck. Handmade shit's always going to be fucking important. Hand-drawn art, human-made art, I think has its own place for a lot of people. But people were the same two, it was really just two fucking guys crying about it and then trying to make a stand and then getting mad when they get called out about it and then trying to paint Sabrina Wallace and me as like having cults, which is, I'll fucking tell you all about cults if you want to learn about cults. It's just getting into it, the Church of Satan. Anyways, that in the top right, you'll see Painfully Beautiful Productions. That was done by a lady that I still love and admire, and I appreciate, and I highlight her work still on this channel, and it sticks with me. My logo for Booma and Painfully Beautiful Productions with the samurai. Love that shit. But trying to get a graphic artist to just make you a fucking title tag when the video's done, or you're getting ready to want to do a live. Sometimes I do it sporadically. You ain't gonna just be able to ring them up and be like, I need this now. So I fucking do it myself. It is what it is. But we've had some fun. I mean, look at this fucking set. That fucking Gong, Season of the Gong's fucking gorgeous. But it doesn't always work out that way, right, Biscuits? You've messed around with it a little bit. That photo that you got back behind you is epic. But it doesn't always turn out so well.
No, I mean, that's the thing. Like when you use the most advanced sort of frontier models or whatever of AI that are available, and you try to actually do complex things, you realize how dumb they are. I mean, not dumb. It's not the right word because it's too anthropomorphizing. They're just high-tech autocomplete programs. I mean, the stuff that's available to us, to normal people or whatever. It's this, it's the difference between typing in your phone. I don't know I want to make a painting, right? And you type, I want to make a PAI, and it finishes the word painting because it's auto-completing your sentence based on the context that it has. These programs do the same thing. You give them enough context and they auto-complete. Instead of completing the word painting, they make you a painting based on the context that you give them. It's not like you're not gathered around some weird ritual circle, worshiping the digital Roko's basilisk or something and trying to fucking
I
get it
know.
to grace you with an image output or some shit like that. I mean, these things are not implicitly evil. The companies that maybe offer it, the impact of the data centers, the impact on existing industries, maybe all of those things are being handled in unethical or evil ways by unethical or evil people. But uh, the difference between stick figures versus animations on the season of the Gong here every other Tuesday or whatever. I mean, get real, dude. Like, who fucking cares? How could anybody care unless
Yeah.
I often find myself saying this whenever somebody gives me static about what's going on here, uh, which happens rarely because I don't go on Telegram or Twitter or any of that shit. So nobody can really find me to give me too much static. But I just think to myself, like, I mean, what a waste. What a waste of a life, to be attacking us on this show or anybody at this level, except in the cases where maybe that's just your job. And it's so
Right.
weird. It's so weird to say that because it seems arrogant. It seems like, and arrogance is a real problem in this whole like truther thing, because people feel like it's almost the same thing as the whole mystery school network, the Freemasons and stuff. They think they're so proud and so arrogant because they think they have access to this like inside knowledge. And I think it's sort of starting, or maybe during the information age, they're trying to kind of create a mystery school out of people who, quote unquote, know what's going on. Like if you're red pilled all of a sudden, it's like a thing where like people walk around, they're like, oh, well, I know about this, I know about that. But what are you doing about it? I mean, you're still, you're still getting chips implanted in you and all of this stuff. Uh, it's a level of that cognitive dissonance that people can just operate with. Like I understand. I think Sabrina understands. I think you understand that if when you choose to have any interaction with this whole digital world, you're accepting a lot of stuff that's just it's ubiquitous. You just deal with it. And even if you try to avoid the digital world, you can't help it. We're all bathed in this shit, the radiation, if you will,
Right.
encompasses everybody. So, I mean, I think a lot of times it's like they're trying to push you away from the things that might make you productive because, you know, people in this movement being productive is the real problem. People who know what's going on and are capable of building stuff are the real risk factor.
Right. I made a little list after these guys, and I just had one of these motherfuckers on my fucking show, and he was saying nothing but praises, and then immediately started talking shit and leaving the group, and then trying to pretend like he wasn't saying these things when I got him on fucking audio. But anyways, I've put together some of these things that most people don't even think of when it comes to AI. But it's like you're like what Biscuit said, your autocorrect that we've had on text messages forever, which is horrible, but that's AI. And then the GPS, if anybody's using GPS to drive. I mean, look at all this shit. Obviously, some of these are the ones that the facial recognition is becoming a major issue and problem. I'm not here to promote AI, but I am going to use it as a tool for various purposes. But at the same time, I showed them that short. I don't necessarily need it, but when it comes to running a one-man fucking show and making this entertaining and having fun, these people can go fuck themselves. I'm not doing Nephilim worship to create a fucking title tag. But traffic cameras, like if you're going out in the fucking public, there's nothing you can fucking do to hide from AI. And this shit's been going on a lot longer. And then all of a sudden, it's like Biscuits was saying, it's almost like people are working motherfucking jobs where they're hanging out all cool, and then all of a sudden they're not. AI's been going on for a long time. We've had this argument forever. It's a non-vaxxer talking point. Talking shit on me for that just because he's a non-creative and fucking can't do this shit. It's fucking fun too.
He's
Clowning
an
people and
MC.
using this kind of shit, like you can go fuck yourself. There'll always be a place for people that do art with their hands and we're fighting against this and we're exposing stuff. But when people start fucking acting like they're all cool, hanging out for a long time, I even made some title tags or some tags for this guy, that one of them that freaked out and was talking shit in his little corner. And I won't say any more, but like, he never complained about it back then. Never said shit back then. Hasn't said shit all this time. And all of a sudden, I'm like fucking, a liar or a fraud or pushing people towards the usage of what's going to destroy us. It's like,
I like something you just said. You referred to him as a non-creative, and that feels like kind of a new type of slur. So I think we should just start calling people NCs whenever. This dude, he's an NC. Fuck it.
He's an NC,
like,
man.
He's an NC. This guy can't even create. Get out of here. Get him out of here.
A non-creative, just jealous, envious.
Yeah, that's very demeaning. Because we should integrate that. Fucking NCs.
Nothing malicious. I don't know what you mean. But yes, I have a little bit of fun with this stuff, and I think it does attract people to this information, and they'll learn about things that they never would have learned otherwise. And I'm a one-man fucking show, doing what I can to put together stuff as efficiently as possible while making the content important. Goodness freaking gracious. Anyways, with that, unless you had something else to say about that intro.
Any NCs out there don't like it, hit the bricks. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. We don't care.
Exactly.
And that's all. No, the intro was terrible, dreadful. Let's go back to the good ones, because it doesn't make a difference for me anyway. I'll be bald no matter what. So fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
The AI loves to make him bald, and I know it drives him nuts. I
would try to prove that I have hair, but I don't want to. I am actually kind of going bald, so. This is the best angle right here. And from right here, as you can see, I do have hair. All the pictures are wrong. AI is retarded.
Oh, man, we got to have some fun. We've been making some moves, though, and we'll find out more as we go on. But boom! Got a little QR code there. This goes to a PayPal that we set up for the GG Co. So the business is moving forward. Greatest Game LLC, and anybody that donates in any way, shape, or form. You can use the link tree for other ways that other people have donated in the past. This one goes to a PayPal that we set up specifically for GG Co. But any donations for the show will go to this operation that you're going to find out more about as we move forward in this Digital Dojo Season of the Gong. We're having a freaking blast, and I wish there was more I could tell you, but big moves are being made, and you're going to see some things in this show, so stay tuned here. But we just rang the gong. Let's pull up what we're going to start with here, the Gong event wheel, and let's get rolling. Let's get some spinning. Non-creatives, suck a fart.
NCs, man, what the hell?
Branding is key. All right. We'll see. Biscuits and I were talking about needing it to land on a specific one here, and we'll see what happens. But let's check out this one.
It's not a need per se. We just want to make sure it happens.
It would be nice.
I thought this was funny because this really happened to this guy, and it would be terrible if it were to happen to you, or if or any small business owner. One of the worst things that could happen to you, I think.
Adrian Peru. All right, here we go.
I put these signs all across town like 2 weeks ago. Why I start getting messages like, hey bro, I'm gonna vote for you. Finally, someone that cares for the city. Dog, I'm not running for anything. People are literally voting me for governor. I got calls from the city talking about like, hey, if you're gonna run, you need to come to the meetings. Bruh, this is not no political poster. This is a solar company. People saw this and saw affordable electricity, cleaner air. Oh, I like that. Let me vote for Adrian Peru. Now I get why politicians be lying. It'd be easy. Just put anything people like and they're gonna vote for you. What if I win? I got 20 of these posters all across town. The worst thing is I don't even remember where I left them all. And I already got people sending hate messages like, hey, you can't fix shit in this town, bro. Stop lying to the people. I put these signs.
Oh man, that would suck.
That would suck, right?
I think he's running for some shit and then he's getting bashed. Oh my god. That would be a good way to clown some of these fools that I don't like though.
Is that like now a way to get back at your enemy is somehow get them elected to some office?
Yes, put them into the political ring without them even having entered the political ring. That would be the way
Yeah.
to get back to them because everybody's pissed off. I mean, majority of people, I'd have to say, are pissed off at politicians at this point. Oh my gosh. And thank you, brother Colin Wise.
Yeah, appreciate you, Colin.
20 bucks going to GG Code, baby. GG Code before hoes. Some of the stuff that came out of my mouth and those lines. I didn't even plan on it, man. It just came out.
We
I
gotta
don't know. And
trademark
then I
that.
got it. Then I got into the Lance voice. Then I got into the Allison voice, and that was pretty good. But
I
thank
mean,
you, Colin.
I will say, the voice acting in it, with the exception of me. I mean, you didn't do a very good job of me.
Dude,
But
I tried. I
the
tried
rest
to do
of it,
your voice, and I kept fucking laughing. And then I tried to play it off. I was like, "Damn, Biscuits, you're starting to sound more and more like D Booma's on." I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna keep him at one-liners and like,
yeah. Well, I mean,
oh,
that's on brand. That's on brand for me.
what's up, Juxta?"
Hey, bro.
Juxta's in the
Juxtaposition
house.
in the house. Nice.
Yo,
Nice.
oh
We've got
man,
this is the first time we've ever had a serious person in the audience.
right. Amongst all you profane,
Oh,
100%.
well, I'm not saying they're
Try,
profane, but they're not quite as serious as Juxta, that's for sure.
the Peanut Gallery, isn't that what it is, Juxta?
Yeah.
No, we
Yeah.
love you, Juxta. Glad to have you here. It was cool having you. Juxtaposition gave me a ring today, and it was a great conversation. It was brief, and we just he was complimenting Biscuits and what we have going on here. You'll see a little bit more of that as the show goes on, but it was good talking with you,
Thank you.
Juxta.
That's high
Yeah,
praise. I consider that high praise.
absolutely. And Hillbilly Heart, so good to see you here. Prayer warriors, please keep Hillbilly Heart in your prayers. Just dealing with some sickness and stuff. So, but we keep in good spirits, Liz. Laughter is good medicine as well. But yes,
Thank you.
good to have
Yes.
juxtaposition here. And yes, Juxta is right. And people love you, Juxta. It's good to see you. All right. But yes, that's what I think that's what we should start doing. We should start running ads for all the haters out there. Start just running ads in their areas, maybe just online. And they won't even know what hit them.
Oh my God.
However, karma's a bitch. I don't know if I'd want to do that just for the sake that it just
Well,
become weaponized against me too.
even if you got the most votes, you still can't win. You know what I mean? So they'd just be like, "Oh, nah, that's not how it works, dude."
Oh man, that's not how it works. All right, let's see. Let's see this percentage. See what we got. Ah, only in Switzerland. I hope Juxta. I hope you're still here.
Well, this is a feature that's of civilization that I think is only available in Switzerland now, for a variety of reasons.
The safest country in the world.
That's
In
right.
the I need Switzerland. Here we go.
Switzerland is the safest place you can imagine. So here we call it this like honesty shop. So it's self-service and you can just buy homemade cheese here and get fresh eggs. And sometimes there's also drinks here, but this fridge is empty. And you can pay with Twint. It's like a paying service in Switzerland, or you can put cash in here. And this means thank you. So I guess only in Switzerland, huh?
What? It's like an honor system?
Yeah.
That still exists in places? What is Twint
Well,
though?
only it's like Cash App or something. Probably only available in Switzerland. You know.
And they actually have a honor system where you can donate and still get stuff like cheese and eggs.
I mean, I think there's probably places in the U.S. where this type of thing still exists too, but
Wow.
honor systems don't
Only in
work
Switzerland.
in low trust societies. You know, and that's pretty much what we've become.
Yeah. You go to LA and certain places like that, and you got to have somebody from the store walk over and unlock one door just to get one item from a fucking certain place. Everything's like bulletproof
Right.
and bars and shit on it so that no one can steal shit. It's crazy, man. And then that, seeing that as a freaking honor system. That's because they probably get rid of any of the riffraff they don't want in Switzerland.
Yeah, you can't, I don't even think you can be riffraff in Switzerland.
Right.
You just get ground up in the shadows and turned into, meat products that get shipped out to other countries or something.
I
Disappear
would
into
say
those
that's,
tunnel systems
yep.
or get hunted on some estate.
Yeah, when I was working in Cannon Beach, Oregon, on the coast, they would literally, like, if any homeless person showed up, they were gone, and you never saw one. Cops were there to just pick up homeless people and move them out of the way. You get rid of people like that all the time. And yes, when we watched, what's the name of that freaking celebration that they did that we watched on one of the videos that we did that was
The
separate from the
Goddard,
dojo show?
the Goddard Base
Yes,
Tunnel.
yes,
Yeah,
pervert freak show.
yeah, yeah. That whole ceremony. I mean, the hour and 10 minutes or whatever leading up to the part
Then you
um,
moved.
that they live streamed was crazy. I mean, it's the craziest like satanic ritual you've ever seen.
Yeah, man, we covered that in one of the shows, and like I had never heard about it until you brought it to my attention. I was like, oh my gosh. Facial recognition on everybody that was there, and stick that in the wiki files.
Well, Angela Merkel
Swissy
was.
Dickos. Yes.
Yeah, that is in the wiki files, by the way.
What?
Uh, yeah,
Well, the event or the people that were there?
both.
Oh shit. This guy's on it. There's so much in there. Absolutely zero trust.
There's
That's where we're going.
somewhere between 1337 and 1488 pages so far.
Wow.
Somewhere between that, who knows where to land.
So the honor system still does exist in some places. That's good to hear. It's not going to last for long, though. I mean, communities like this, in the real world, obviously, depending on how this whole thing goes, it'd be nice to see that continue, but
Well,
we'll see what
I
happens.
mean, those types of things could work in the US. It's just that on top of them, you would need a machine gun turret that was operated with a flock camera and facial recognition software so that anybody that came up who had a zero trust score would be eliminated, right? And so if your trust score is high enough, you use the honor system. And if not, you just get robotically drilled. I mean, that's perfect.
Look at this.
Utopia.
Juxtaposition has every single person that was at that event, the Goddard event. He's got every single one of them memorized.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure these
What?
are just powerful names that you should be aware of. Do some
Send
research,
send
people.
send me the list in a comma separated value to info@getgg.co, and I'll cross reference it with mine.
Info at
Oh my
gg.co.
God, look how quick you got that
You
out
will
there.
go right to Biscuits. You will get Biscuits. Don't harass him. Don't send him super long emails, please. He's a busy man. Be respectful. But if you got info, send it to info at
And
getgg.co.
don't send pictures because those emails won't get through. If you send pictures, it's just not gonna. I'm not gonna see it. That's a
Yeah.
protection, from the Federal Blackmail Institute and their little pissant contractors that like to email weird shit to people or send it to them otherwise so that it ends up on their system. No thanks.
Oh, nice. And then somebody asked how Dean's doing. Nothing new to report. No attempts to get a hold of me. I don't think he does have attempts to or abilities to get a hold of anybody. And I have not been notified by anybody about any new update. The QR code is a PayPal set up for strict. It goes right to GGCO. Right now, I will also accept through the other ways that we've been doing it. Hashtag GG on any of the ways because not everybody can give to all the different things, and I want it to be available to everybody. But we do have something set up so I can move it into the actual GGCo business account. And if you
Let me
have information to add to the wiki file, info@getgg.co.
let me give let me say one thought with respect to the Dean situation, if you don't mind.
Go for it, sir.
I mean, the situation is tragic, to be sure, and I tried to warn him about this, and he didn't really, maybe I didn't do a good job of explaining. And then I tried to help him with this after they had gotten him, and maybe I didn't do a good enough job explaining then either. But let me explain now, anyone who cares, because I tell you, I mean, I joke a lot about ending up in prison or whatever, sort of joke. But I mean, you must understand that it is absolutely a demonstrable fact that there was at the very least in 2020, but probably since long before 9/11. But I mean, the continuity of government paradigm since 9/11 is a set of laws, et cetera, which are repugnant to the Constitution. The 2020 election was, even in the context of the whole continuity of government paradigm, was a treasonous coup and a fraud. In the context of that, and none of the people involved are prosecuted, none of them are, when treason is allowed, when public officials who've taken an oath to the Constitution can actively commit treason with no consequences, you must see that an implication of that paradigm is that anyone who is loyal to the Constitution must be neutralized one way or the other. They will either be put in prison or killed or defeated by some systemic attrition, like not being able to buy or sell, whatever you call it. This shit is coming. It is polarized. You are either a citizen of the corporation of the United States or you are a citizen of the constitutional republic. You can't be one of both. When they get you, you must not let them trick you into waiving your constitutional right to file a writ of habeas corpus. I don't care what the reason they've got you. So many things that are legal filings are literal, worthless, meaningless. Half of it AI generated slop. It's trash. Don't be afraid to file some. They'll throw it out. They'll probably disregard it. But you must file it within 15 days of them taking you. You absolutely must. You cannot make the mistake of not doing that. Because if you go that 15 days and you do not file that, you have consented to being an economic unit of the corporation of the United States rather than a citizen of the constitutional republic. The lawyers don't care what you choose. The judges don't care what you choose. Nobody cares, but you have to do it. They will try to stop you. They will try to confuse you, but they all hate you. They want you dead or in prison. Make no mistake about it. No matter how nice they are to you, no matter how respectful they seem to be to you, et cetera, no matter how human they seem, and no matter whether you think, I feel empathy towards this officer, this agent, this lawyer, this district attorney, this judge, because they're humans. Well, yes, but their job is to fuck you up for eternity, to send you to fucking oblivion. They are procedurally obligated to do that. When they get you, do whatever it takes to file a writ of habeas corpus within 15 days, or you are no longer the arbiter of your story ever again. And that's where Dean's at. They got him. They tricked him and the people who are around him. And they don't have to treat him like he's a citizen of the constitutional republic of the United States anymore. And they won't. When he comes out, they'll tell the story. There won't be anything that anyone can do about whatever they say, whether it's true or not. And probably no one will ever be able to get to the bottom of it. They control everything when it comes to a narrative like that. and you have no recourse to even get treated like a fucking human if you do not take that action. You probably are screwed anyway. I mean, you probably
Right.
could, regardless. But to make it as difficult as possible for them and to make them actively disregard the Constitution is probably the best you can do. So don't fail to do it, because you don't have a lot of options. I mean, a courtroom is not a place where citizens of the constitutional republic succeed. I mean, once you're there, it's pretty much over when the feds get you like that. They make up what they want, they do what they want, they manipulate the paperwork, they lie, they steal, they commit treason, they destroy evidence, they manufacture evidence. Nothing is off limits. They will do anything, and they'll do it simply to retroactively validate the fact that they invested in starting to do it in the first fucking place. That's the only reason that it needs to destroy an American citizen's life, livelihood, future, everything. Just because they already spent $300,000 doing the investigation is reason enough to put someone in jail for the rest of their life. For every federal employee, from the fucking post office to the IRS, everything in between. None of them care because caring ain't part of the job. And that's it. And they chose the job. Everybody in the federal government chose the job on January 21st, 2021. They said, I don't care that this fraudulent pederast has stolen the election. I'll see you Monday. And the beat goes on. But you got to be aware of that one thing. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to do you any good in the long run, but it will make you more of a bone in the throat to that fake ass system.
They can do whatever they want. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
You got to address that honestly. He made it easy for them, and that's how. I mean, there's no. Dean's responsible for where he is, regardless of the fact that the people that put him there are corrupt, because he chose to say shit that makes it easy for 100 IQ federal agents to come in and without any liability for their job, which is of course the only thing on earth that they give a fuck about, to snap you up. And they do it by the same way pharmaceutical companies like Pfizer skirt liability by hiring layers of contract manufacturing organizations and contract testing organizations and contract clinical manufacturing organizations to actually do the work. The federal agents call the state or the local agencies or the sheriffs, and they initiate a bunch of procedures with limited context, so that by the time you're getting arrested or you're getting hemmed up like Dean did, it's being done by people who you can't even have a conversation about the real reason with anyway, because they've been empowered and denied the degree of context necessary to actually consider the situation. They just have their job to do. So when you make it easy for the federal government to start that snowball rolling from DC, where they call these people and give them a little less of the story, and then those people call the next layer and give them a little less still, by the time they get to you, you're not even dealing with your enemy. You're just dealing with a fucking tool. And you can't talk to them. You can't say anything to them. Then you go to jail. And the prisoners there do the job for the feds. I mean, everyone in prison is a prisoner. The guards are prisoners. The prisoners are prisoners. And they all are federal property or state property. I mean, they're all equal in there, because the work that is done by prison systems in general is essentially recycling of people that go through the fake court systems. I mean, it's, you think about how fake the court systems have to be, where treason is okay, child trafficking is okay, but you can get thrown in jail for having parking tickets that you haven't paid. So you get put in jail. It's just, it's attrition. I mean, that system works.
What's up, Sabrina? Man, we got some heavy hitters in there. We got Biscuits in here. We got Sabrina. We got Juxtaposition.
All these serious people watching, and you fucking made me a bald stick figure. This is what I'm saying, dude. We got to go back to the AI. At least I had a nice suit.
All right.
Although I don't
We'll see
wear.
we'll see what happens with Allison though. But you you gave in to pink circle-y boobies in this one. So bald or
Well,
not, you made the wrong choice, brother.
these things happen. That wasn't me. I mean, this is the problem with AI is that now people are going to think that stick figure was me. You know?
Now it's going to be ingrained in the system, and the system's going to think every time that you have no hair. It was
Now,
already fucking you over pretty good. I mean, on the Gong song, you were pretty much half bald.
it's true. Well, I'm pretty much half bald right now. That's the whole problem.
Very self-conscious. It's because your brain's so big that the hair has to move out of the way so that it makes more room for the brain.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm very sensitive about it. Yeah.
I got my sensitivities as well. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah.
What's up? Throwing like a rabbit in the house. Damn, we got some heavy hitters in here. I'm telling you. So they want people unproductive, 100%. Yes. And Coley just hates Allison. Coley, I might have to bring you into this whole mess, and maybe you are the turning of the tide on the saga that is Allison Honeypot and the Biscuits.
Oh no. Gonna run some wet work black ops on Allison.
Coley's gonna come in and take her ass out. Oh shit! I'm thinking about it. Okay, I gotta stop thinking about her, else. Well, I don't know. If Coley consents, then we'll make it fucking happen. But I'll have to get your consent, Coley, if you want to be involved in this, the takedown
Listen,
of the Allison.
Do not consent if you want my advice, because
Yeah, don't consent because then you're in it forever.
it's guaranteed to go downhill.
Then you
pretty
legit
quick in my
become part of the saga. All right. All right.
I wouldn't recommend it. But now I'm in, so no going back.
Yep, no going back now, motherfucker.
Can't even click the shut.
All right. Now this is the moment of truth before the show. You gave me what, an 83% chance that it would fall on the wiki, and we've hit it twice. It had to hit it within 3, so if it doesn't hit here, man,
But look
I
at the
win.
size. I mean, how could it miss?
I'm telling you. I told you from the beginning. We'll see. Moment of truth. Is it going to hit the wiki, or does D. Booma-san win? Ah, you fucking suck.
Oh, come on.
83% and you lose.
I guess you got to always bet on 17.
Yup. Man, that's freaking hilarious, you guys. Most of you don't have any idea of what I'm talking about. But the bet was that within 3 moves, 3 spins of the Gong event wheel, we would hit the wiki. And we did not. And I said we would not. We just missed it. Oh, God. All right, well, let's check out this video, though. 3 gun threat in, what's Gurnos? Where's that? 3 men sentenced. This looks pretty fucking intense.
I'm please show me hands! Show me hands now! What's your name?
Jack.
Come out here. Against the wall. Against the wall now. Is there anyone else in there with you? Who else in there? Be straight with me now. Garen, you there, face the wall now. Walk towards me, nothing in your hands. Slowly.
I got my shoes.
That wall there, turn around, face the wall, hands on the wall. Right, hands in the small of your back.
Which one?
Hands in the small of your back now. Both hands. Plastic bag. Inside that plastic bag was a number of Ziploc bags, which drew my attention, with the possibility of drugs. Also in the bag was a white, I don't know if you can see, there's a white jewelry style box, and inside that was rolled up tissue, which upon picking up was quite weighty,
initially thought it might be drugs, and whilst looking inside, without touching them, I can see that there's 3 what look to be 9mm or pistol style bullets.
Wow. Wow.
All right, what do you got for us, Biscuits?
Well, I mean, there was 4 antique 9mm rounds in the house, and they rolled up on it with submachine guns and got those dudes, dragged them out, handcuffed them all, took them to jail because they had 4 literally rusty, corroded, looking like some Civil War leftover 9mm rounds.
Right.
I mean, like, people get stabbed in the look at these things, right? Those are like,
man.
those are like, there's got to be like a.
I don't think those would even fire, dude. Like, they're rusted and shit.
I don't think the gunpowder in those would even burn if you took the
Right.
if you took the bullet out and emptied the casing.
I wonder what.
Motherfuckers are getting chopped apart in the streets in the UK with machetes. You know what I'm saying?
And it says they were sentenced too.
Yeah.
Like, you want to talk about injustice and the injustice system?
There's legitimately businesses in the UK that are selling chain mail again for people to wear underneath their clothes.
Right.
Chain mail. I mean,
Must be a murderer. Oh man.
Can you
Someone
imagine?
came in. Is this the channel with the lady who talks about the biofield? Well, she's on. Yes. Sabrina Wallace is her name. She was here a moment ago, but yeah, she comes on, and I feature a lot of her shows or her videos on here. But her name is Sabrina Wallace. Welcome, sir. And here you go. Here you go, Biscuits. Giving you some love. There you go.
Ooh.
NAC and glutathione are miracle for mitochondria. You dance again and have hair.
Well, I never danced the first time.
Oh yeah, you didn't even dance at the beginning of the show. Maybe that's your problem. You need to dance and need to piloerect the little hairs that are still existent on that head. Why am I all blurry? Come on now. Come on now. Don't do me like that, camera. You need to dance, man. You need to get that piloerection going on up there.
Well, if dancing is the cure for baldness, I'd probably just buy a hat.
That's sad. That's I mean, I don't know what to say, man.
I don't like to dance. I don't get it. I've never gotten it. I don't think I've ever actually had the urge to really. I mean, I've had to dance, obviously, like there are social situations where people are obligated to dance in some
Thanks,
form
brother.
or another.
Appreciate it.
And I've tried
Dude.
I tried to learn to dance, but the thing is, music doesn't work on me for some reason or another. So
I don't think I'd have the money and the amount of credits that I would need unless I made some of it pictures that I just moved on the screen lightly, to the music. But I'm going to make a slow dance, a love song. Well, we just had one of those. So I got to have a twist. But at some point, I think a full 2 minutes of Biscuits and Allison dancing. And that's all it is.
I don't even think.
And Biscuits is going to bust a fucking move.
I'm going to tell you up front that I think this is probably going to be one of the most frustrating efforts you've ever had with AI, because I'm pretty sure that AI even knows that I can't dance.
It's going to come back rejected every time. It's
gonna-
going to take my tokens for being retarded and even suggesting that it try to create that.
Because I think, it's got to be referencing my actual digital twin, right? I mean, that's what everybody asserts, is that like AI already knows everything about you. So it's locked in. Like my digital twin was compiled already with 0 in dancing skill. So it ain't going to happen. Good luck with it though. You know what I'm saying? Good luck.
Play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music now. I don't know if
I mean,
that's the lyrics.
you'll spend 12 hours a day trying to make me dance.
Here's the lady that talks about the biofield.
When you could just spend 5 minutes and give me a decent fucking haircut. You know what I'm saying? I'm already ready for it. I see it coming. It's fine.
Bro, they got so many things that they can do now, We
There you
just
go.
need to we need
See,
to make
this
some
guy,
collector's cards. What do you got? What do you got?
Musashi, was not a fan of dancing. I mean, and he
Take it
was,
from one of the greatest, if not the greatest swordsman of all time.
yeah, but he lived a weird life. You know what I mean? Like, it's a weird thing to just go around and be like, well, you know how it is, man. I'm in town now, so we're gonna have to fight to the death, bro. Like, but you know what I mean? It's just how it works. He would show up.
You're gonna see him fucking. We're
Well,
gonna do the funky dance.
catch me in a different lifetime, man.
No, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it. If we can't see it in real life, we're gonna see it as real as we possibly can with low-end AI programs that I actually have access to. Which
Oh
are
yeah,
programs, most of them that I already had, and they just integrated because everything's becoming
that's
AI.
yeah, that's so true. Uh, Macaulay Culkin
What?
is right. If y'all see me dancing, it's like, consider it like if I'm dancing on some YouTube short or something. I'm doing it under duress. I need help. Like I'm in
All
capture.
right. That's the sign. If you
That's
actually
yeah,
see Biscuits dancing, he is
yeah,
under duress. He's
yeah,
He's captured, and he needs assistance. That is him letting us all know.
yeah. That's the secret code, man.
Oh, and you're a barber stylist? What can you do for the Biscuits? Sell them on something. I've seen it where they shave the whole top of the head and then they lay like some kind of fake, like almost like
AstroTurf type
sawgrass hair.
situation.
It's like a sawgrass kind of fucking hair, and it looks great when they're done. I bet it costs hundreds of dollars. It probably
I
lasts
just
for I don't know a couple weeks.
Well, I mean, as you can see, I mean, my personal appearance,
Macarena.
my personal appearance is the most important thing to me. I mean, 100%. You know, I take care of myself. So maybe I'll look into that, getting hair treatments of some kind, because I care that much, definitely. I feel
Oh
like
man, it's too
I
much
feel like
fun.
if I went bald, I would just embrace it and just shave the old man, like a monk type situation. Just roll with it. Shave this part, leave this part long.
Yeah, you gotta have some fun with it, man. Like even
Yeah.
didn't isn't that what Steven Seagal did? He a little bald on top, but he just kept that long hair in the back, and he's always got that
I mean,
ponytail.
I feel like if there's anybody that I just want to say I definitely want to do what that guy does, it must be Steven Seagal. I mean,
Hey man.
he's wow, one of the best,
Yep.
truly.
Yep. Nothing fake about his moves or his abilities.
That guy's movie's got to be part of a money laundering type situation because, but they're just not laundering very much money or something. Because like, have you seen some of the like? He's still making movies, you know.
Yeah, and I've seen it where like he does like his fighting or whatever where he shows up and whatnot, and it's just like all like the one guy runs and then they like do a flip to make it look like he flipped him over, and he keeps on doing it, but he's acting serious, and it's like, is
It's
this
crazy.
real? Like I
Yeah,
know
I'm
it's
saying
not real that he's actually doing it, but people do they think it's real? Is it supposed to be comedy?
this is the type of art that people make when they don't use AI anymore, right? If you don't like AI, watch Steven Seagal's new movies and see how. I mean, forget it.
Yeah.
They're unwatchable.
Yeah.
Except
Prayers
as
out
to
to
make.
Carlton and his wife.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. But dude, people are calling for the Macarena now. Biscuits doing the Macarena. We'll see what happens with the AI on that. But yes, blessings to Carlton. Prayers for Carlton's wife and Hillbilly Heart.
I wouldn't hold out on the Macarena thing, to be honest with you.
Hey, we'll see what happens. If not, I'll draw stick figures. I'll do it the old-fashioned way where I put it into a book and I literally draw it by hand and then I just flip it across the screen.
That would be respectable. Well, I mean, that would be respectable art right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you've got what it takes to make a flip book in the real world, to be honest with you.
Oh man, when I was a kid, I made some of those. I was
Yeah.
big into writing. I was actually big into drawing for a while. But then I got sucked into video games, and I was like, man, no one reads, including me. I'll read every once in a while, but for the most part, I'll
That's
let
what's
people
wrong
like
with
Sabrina Wallace do the nerd work. Biscuits
that's
does
what's
the nerd
wrong with the
work.
world. People don't read anymore.
I think
Mhm.
Juxtaposition would agree with you. I think Juxtaposition's left because he's so bored because we're not hammering Switzerland more, maybe. Are you still here, Juxta? Where are you at, Juxta? How much to hire Juxtaposition to be Dean's attorney?
How are we
It
not going
did
to
it
land on
again.
this thing? I mean,
I fucking told you, man. It's gonna be the last one. Who's not excited though? This is a Sabrina Says, baby. This is good shit too. Gotta always love this shit. Right, let me get it up. Sabrina wastes no time. Give me money? No thanks.
Do is give him my money.
Hold on.
All I gotta do is give him my money. You think those people that are serious and did the reading are gonna want to help you? No, because you become a liability because you're unwilling to think it through. I thought we were talking about warfare and survival. Welcome to the Synergy Channel. We like to think it through. We don't like this whole, give me your money, I'm magical. Okay, Mark 536. All I gotta do is...
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I mean, I think thinking it through is usually the second thing that happens after you read something, which is why reading is still important, you know?
Oh, I do some reading. I should probably do more.
Yeah, you should definitely read things that are annoying to read. I mean, that's the reality of the situation. Things that are productive are not usually, for most people, the most fun to read. But that's what you read. Things that are entertaining, they aren't doing you much good.
Well, I just got so frustrated when I keep finding out how fake and gay everything is, and then I don't know what to read, and then I read something, and then I feel like I wasted my time, and then some of the stuff that's technical, I got so sick of that, even from college, and then when I got into massage therapy, there was a lot of reading, and I had to learn a lot of things about muscles and stuff, and it was like 12 plus 4 plus another fucking year of massage therapy. It was just like so many fucking years of education. I was just like, man, I'm fucking tired of reading. But
But you
Sabrina
got
Wall's
good at
laying it down there.
You got good at what you were trying to get good at.
Right.
Didn't
Exactly.
you? Yeah.
I
mean,
think
that's-
I used to be a big time like into writing, so I would obviously be a reader, writer, whatever. But the people that I wanted to reach were the people that weren't reading, a lot of people that I grew up with, and so this format made sense for that. It can be a format for people that love to read because I got that kind of material connected to this thing too. But then I also like to entertain, and I also like to have a little fun, laughter, and making funny is medicine. So I like to have a little bit of fun, and I want to see Biscuits dance now. So
have AI read to you. Yeah, I feel like that's what people are basically at the point now where like they get assigned a book in college and they just have AI read it and then show them a color that matches the book, and they're like, all right, I'm done. You know, got it.
I am reading right now. I'm reading comments, right? See, I read every time I do a show. I love reading your guys' comments. I like bringing you guys into the picture and highlighting what you have to say on the screen as though you were here with us and you have a role and a part in this community, which you do. And again, what was the percentage now of us landing on what you said we'd land on?
It must be close to 0, I guess.
Biscuits was. Gong wrong.
I don't mind being wrong. I mean, I feel like I would love to be wrong about most things that I'm pretty certain about. You know, things would be much better if I was just crazy. I mean, it's
Shit, I fucked everything. I don't even know what's going on. Oh my god. I'm fucking knocking shit around. Dude, you were fucking so wrong, and I told you it's going to be the last one. I thought I was just making a joke, though, at that time. But I told you it wasn't going to happen in 3. And here we are. Literally, it made it all the way. Not only were you wrong, you were completely wrong. Which is funny. Oh, shit. Here we go.
These things happen.
Oh, gosh. That's just so funny. I don't even know. And I'm probably I'm probably getting a bigger kick out of this than most because people don't understand. Before the show, he even widened and made the piece of the pie of the one that we wanted, bigger, doubled the size, and said
Yeah.
83% chance within 3 we'll hit it. Here we are.
Well, I didn't say it was 100%. I mean,
83%, you said.
yeah, but that's
You
not
might even
100.
have said like 83.4% or something like that. Like you had like your nerd math out. Bam!
I don't think there was any decimals involved. I mean, that's a wrong sig fig for that type of bet, you know.
I would not over dramatize anything ever. That would be not D Boomasan. But here we are. New video shows the White House CD shooting suspect. What is CD? The
The
something dinner?
correspondence dinner, yeah.
Right. Correspondence dinner. Is this the actual footage or is this the fucking one
This
where
is
the guy's
just
got...
this is allegedly just the footage, you know, which I thought.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
we'll watch. I don't know if people saw it. I
Right.
don't know. Who knows if it's? I mean, whatever.
Let's see which one this is. I don't think there's any sound.
There's no sound. I mean, it's this guy. Look at this. Look how this cop shoots that. This first shot's decent because, you know, but now this dude is just how do these other cops not get shot?
There's another shot.
Yeah, I mean, straight up, that's some wicked
Third
crossfire.
shot.
Just flagged his whole team.
Fourth shot. Dude, and they didn't hit this guy. This guy didn't get hit once.
Well, I think it's because the Secret Service was busy finishing up the paperwork on Dean.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they're out
And
there.
this guy came out of this room.
Right.
I think it's this door right here.
Yes.
There was a guy, there was like a cop with a dog here. They totally could see what he was doing. And then as soon as he turned around, this guy comes running out with a shotgun. You don't tell me that this guy and the dog that obviously was pointing at him as being problematic didn't know this motherfucker was going to do this. There's one. And then this guy comes running through. This is an easy fucking shot, but you have like literal possibility of hitting other people here. But takes like 4 shots, I think, what we count through this. And none of them somehow, like, where did this fucking bullet go? None of them hit this guy because he was fine. And then they can't find, this guy shot, they said at least once, I think, and they can't find any buckshot. It magically disappeared.
Yeah, maybe you just had it loaded with rock salt like you used to do back in the day, you know, for annoying animals or whatever.
Look at this fucking pause, man. This guy could have fucking kicked him right in the junk.
Well, that's why they didn't hit him, because he's got X-Men powers. Do you see that?
Why did this guy go back? I mean, I guess it's an automatic response. I don't know. Maybe it's part of the show. But this guy totally could have fucking just rammed him and fucking knocked him over and then shot him right in the fucking face if he wanted to.
This guy looks like Secret Service the way he fumbles for his gun. I think that's what they train them to do, is to fail at drawing your gun several times so that everything can play out.
It's so dumb. Oh my gosh. Everything is so
Zero.
fake and gay, man.
Yes.
Oh, what are you guys saying in the chat? You can't go blocks near the White House, but anyone can stay at a hotel with the prez? Yeah, bullshit. Then does anybody else get those like things in the mail where it's like, President Trump would love to have dinner with you?
Oh yeah, I used to. You can enter those for free. I used to enter those for free every time when I got them all through the Biden presidency. But I was never invited to Mar-a-Lago to eat dinner.
So they lie to you
Yeah,
because they said that he personally invited you to dinner on those letters.
Yeah, he emails me a lot, actually. JD Vance texts me a lot too. You know.
Yes.
Sorry,
powers.
Vice President Pork Lord texts me a lot as well.
But yes, then somebody took that footage and then made an AI thing where the guy with the gun, like with the shotgun, is running with pizza boxes, and then they just disappear as he runs through the thing. And there's people like disappearing and stuff like that. And like the guy that I saw a breakdown of it, and the guy was like, "This is obviously AI." I was like, "Yeah, no fucking shit, man." But that wasn't the real footage, so there's that. But that even the real footage looks about as fake and gay as the AI footage was.
For real.
Oh god.
But I
man, it
think
was so
probably
bad.
they'll watch that and improve the next time. I think like that. I guess I don't know if that was DC Metro Police or the Secret Service or whatever, but I think Well, that's what his last name is, Ham L. It's Pork Lord. He's Vice President Pork Lord. His real last name is Ham L. I mean, that's the truth. And he's a fucking fat fuck. So, Pork Lord works. And he's the president of the Senate, right? I mean, Pork Lord is the perfect name. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. If they just go back to that video.
Fucking closed it. Hold on.
Oh.
I'll go to my history. It'll be fine. Just keep talking.
Well, I was going to say, like, if you look at that, the way they've got the security set up there, I think the only solution that these people, that these officers could effectively implement, pause it right there. If you just imagine in between where that K9 officer is and these other guys, just imagine that there were 60 or 70 more officers just packed in there, like they were trying to get into a club. Then no one could run through physically. You know what I mean? I think that's how they've got to target that type of security, where they just completely crowd around and block all of the entryways physically with their bodies because they're not good for anything else. They don't even need guns. They could just, once you get everybody in and they're all through security, then you just pack the entryways to the building with officers, every stairwell. So physically, they just stop people from infiltrating. That's, I think, that's the only way we can 100% rely on the Secret Service and these types of jobbers. Because these boys ain't ever even played Counter-Strike from the way they reacted. I mean, they're not even...
Haven't even played Counter-Strike. Look at all these people running this way. They don't want nothing to do with this business. I did not sign up for this shit.
in literally...
Oh, that wasn't going that way.
In any other setting, it seems like if a motherfucker starts running at you like that, normal people will react faster than those people did. Just in the mall, if somebody starts running at you like that, you're probably going to react. These guys are like on Benadryl or something.
All right. Here we go.
Paul Blart. Yeah, get Paul Blart up there running the Secret Service.
Is Juxtaposition still here? Is he having adult beverages at this point?
Hold on. We got to probably make a bet here. I feel like I'm pretty sure we're going to land on it this time.
I don't know, man. I mean, you've been wrong this whole time to like the extreme.
I don't trust myself anymore. I feel like we got 100% shot here, but
I don't know, man. Not on this wheel.
It just crashes.
There was no sound on that one.
Yeah.
Anticlimactic.
Well, it costs I don't know. I guess Secret Service don't have the level of account to generate sound with their videos, I guess, when they create them.
The Biscuit Declaration. And there you go. Burnt biscuit is all we got left.
Yeah. Not the Balfour Declaration. This is the Biscuit Declaration.
This is the Biscuit Declaration. All right. That's a fucking picture here. All right. They pull this up. Wiki tarded. Hold on.
We must, you must take this deadly seriously. Pushing extremists off Wikipedia might not seem equal to the challenge of pushing Hezbollah north of the Litani River. Capturing TikTok might seem less meaningful than holding on to Mount Hermon. Libelous tweets certainly might seem less deadly than missiles from Yemen. But this is urgent because the next war will be decided based on how Israel and its allies perform online as much as offline.
Moetzet Yesha, in conjunction with My Israel, has arranged instruction day for Wiki editors. The goal of the day is to teach people how to edit in Wikipedia, which is the #1 source of information today in the world. as way of example, if someone searches the Gaza flotilla, we want to be there. We want to be the guys who influence what is written there, how it's written, and to ensure that it's balanced and Zionist in nature.
I came here to learn more about how we as Israelis and as Jews can defend Israel online, on the internet, and particularly in Wikipedia in this case. Wikipedia is a bit of a complex system, and it's sometimes hard to figure out the rules. I've personally tried to edit things in Wikipedia that were against Israel, small things, and my changes were erased or undone, and I didn't understand why. And I think that this kind of knowledge is important for anyone who wants to be active in defending Israel on the internet, so that we can go and we can see the information and we can say this isn't quite right, it's showing one side of the story, and I have the power and the right to change that. And in general, it's so important for us to be online, working to defend ourselves and to prove to the world and to ourselves that we are just and we are right. And because right now, if you look online, if you do searches for certain terms related to Israel, it's just filled with anti-Semitism, anti-Zionism, and garbage. And there's not enough of us out there working to counteract that and make sure that the other side of the story, our side of the story, and our right side of the story is getting the right coverage and the coverage that it needs. So this type of initiative and initiatives like that to educate and promote defense of Israel online are extremely important, and I hope we'll see more of this in the future.
So that's why Wikipedia sucks. I mean, it's fundamentally compromised. And that's pretty much all there is to it, which, leads us to the prospect that we need an actual better Wikipedia. You know what I mean?
I didn't know they were itty bitty. Oh, excuse me. Yes. The Talmudic Jewish and Zionists basically own all media, but as juxtaposition would say, they are owned by the Swiss.
That's right.
That is I think that they are that they are out there controlling all. This includes alternative media. This is mainstream media. If you're in alternative media, watching alternative media talking heads, you're likely watching Jewish Zionist-owned media. Sorry to tell you, it's not just mainstream CNN and Fox anymore. They've taken over fucking everything. Social media, X is infiltrated by all of it. Every social media, and it's fucking a disaster.
Indeed. So, that's the segue into, I guess, we'll do a little preview of the current state of the wiki, which is evolving. I mean, I've been doing a lot of work on this and a couple other projects for the company. We are sort of in like a holding pattern right now because of the certain filings with respect to trademarks and whatnot, which have to get done before we can move into the next phase, which is, I think, going to be measured in like weeks at this point, right?
Right.
From the last time we talked. So that's in process. I mean, one of the things that we're doing, well, I mean, it makes sense in most ways. It does make things a little bit harder and tedious up front, but we do want to make it so that, at least technically speaking, the company is scalable to, $1 billion valuation. Not necessarily that we'll ever hit that per se, or it's unlikely, obviously, but the fact that it's scalable to that level it's more of a validation case for other people to work from, should they like to. Because normal people there's a lot of roadblocks to creating a business where they're just sort of artificially manufactured roadblocks where, professionals have entrenched themselves into layers that stop people being able to be productive, that stop people from being able to be competitive. And there's a lot of tools that allow people to mitigate those issues and actually build something scalable, actually build something that makes a product that people need. And in the course of us working on this other project, I mean, the wiki was initially intended just to serve a single purpose. And that was, in the beginning of that clip, you heard you heard that reptilian speaking about libelous tweets. And I mean, they will, you lawyers will be paid to come after you over anything that you say, even things that other people have said, or that other business. I mean, Dean is a perfect example. Dean never said anything that I'm aware of that is more extreme than what plenty of other people have said over the past like 12 or 15 years. But it met that standard that allowed all of these systems to be triggered. And so they were. Other people don't have them triggered. But in the course of building this thing, simply to provide a validation state for everything that we would say in the various other products, it became sort of apparent to us that the wiki itself was a product. And so it's being built. There'll be a web app. We'll have a mobile app. The mobile app will just be a one-time thing, and then you'll have it. The web app will be updated on a more, well, it'll be updated regularly. It'll be evolving regularly, constantly. And there'll be other things on the website that will be available, other applications, etc. But I got a small, if you want to spin the other wheel, or, you know, I got a small sample of sort of the closest to done and maybe most interesting pages and added them to another wiki wheel. So we're going to spin that one and check out whatever it lands on and see the state of the thing. In case people I cleaned it up. There was too many entities on it the last time.
Right. So you guys can take a quick little look at it. We're going to spin this bad boy. Project MK Ultra. That's firing Sabrina up with the, I think it's May 13th. They're having some stuff in Congress. She's not too happy about that. Huma Abedin, James Comey, Robert Mueller, Peter Strzok, Michael Flynn's on there, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. Ooh, this is going to be good. Let's see what we get. FBI, CIA.
Let's see.
Oh. My favorite one!
Wow.
Yeah! It's been a while since I've talked about Flynn at all.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this bad boy. Look at this fucking thing, man. Where are you at, juxtaposition? Here we go. Check this thing out.
So this is the full thing. I mean, it's getting, you know, the connections are starting to get so dense that we're going to have to filter.
Oh my God. Look at this thing. I'm telling you. This is insane. Just go in one more time. Go in hard. Look at this shit. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I mean, you can see like a lot of these things have, it seems like they have, you know, but like Morgan Stanley, there's one that's a little bit more connected. But the crazy thing is that like of all of the, the COINTELPRO, this one is so big. I mean, I know I think I talked about this before, but like MK Ultra, COINTELPRO is an old name and a program that was basically dead. So I'm not asserting that all of these connections are connected to that operation, but they're hiring people and they're utilizing procedures and stuff which were disclosed in the exposure of that operation. They're just modern COINTELPRO stuff. So hang on, I got to get something real quick.
I don't know if there is one main thing in the middle. There's some pretty massive things when it comes to like the Epstein files and
the main thing in the middle is because the way we built it is this original index.
Right. For those of you that actually participated in the Oracular series when we were getting people, events, and organizations, your input was all put into a spreadsheet that has been included into this. So please, people, understand that you are legit a part of the creation of this thing, where all the names, and like I said, we had the 3 episodes where we took all of that and put it into a spreadsheet that was given by the community into this, and that was added, and now the web has been created as more information has been put in and connections are made, and then determinations are made whether it's tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3, or not necessarily relevant necessarily. Enough points or nodes, as you call them, made, correct?
Right. Yeah, it's there's a level of basically veracity that you can achieve, which would be tier 1, which is the .gov source, DOJ records, court records, anything like that would get you a tier 1 on here, which basically means if it came in a tier 1, it's pretty much guaranteed to be something that you can say without having to worry about libelous or whatever, be accused of libel. I mean, you can see there's a lot of people in this thing.
Right, you got to find Michael Flynn, and while you do that, I just wanted to let Juxtaposition know, because he's not in the know, that the Internet of Booma Booty Beads is coming. Booma Beads will protect your ass from being connected to the cloud, and you, my friend, Juxtaposition, will be the first to try them out, where we will insert them into your rectum and then test out the ability to protect your ass from the cloud.
Wow. Now that was profane. I mean, it's
Can you imagine? I wish I could see Juxtaposition's face. Jux, I wish you could see your face when you heard that shit. Maybe you weren't listening, though. You're probably too busy typing shit. Well, you, my friend, will get to try the Internet of Booma Booty Beads to protect our asses from the cloud. And I would love to hear your report after testing them there in California.
So
he's just busy going on and on. Don't care. Oh man. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. This is basically the structure of a page in the wiki, and it's going to give you all of the sources. This is outbound links with respect to the Epstein files and whatnot. All of those textual sources are physically here, and they'll be physically available on the mobile. It won't come with the app. You'll have to download it on Wi-Fi separately, but you can download all of those. I mean, it's a couple gigabytes of raw data, which is not huge, but it's all text data, but it's available. So all of the stuff that's in this wiki is actually 100% sourced, and the sources are tiered, as Dorian was saying, where tier 1 is actual court records, and all of, whatever the results are down here, sort of annotated. And then you can get into, the pages will be large. Notable headlines is obviously just mainstream news. Notable conspiracies, which is sort of tongue-in-cheek, since the CIA letter about conspiracies is actually in the wiki. So the use of conspiracy is sort of tongue-in-cheek, but you'll have all of these sources available. All the conspiracy theories are listed, all the people that are linked in those conspiracy theories, and the evidence around those conspiracy theories also. You will see that stuff, Snopes has its own page in here about how they were compromised and how the people that own Snopes were compromised and how it is part of a moderation layer that exists now. But, everything that's in here is sourced from the clear net, so to speak. So it is truly a wiki. It was intended at first to give us the ability to say, okay, it's fine if we make this joke, so we can print this card and we don't have to worry if somebody sues us. We have everything we need to leverage in a fake courtroom to say, listen, we're allowed to make this joke as part of the public record, whatever. But it sort of turned into something that we realized, hey, this could actually be a product that people might want, because it's an interesting thing to have in your hand if you want to have a conversation, to have it be searchable.
Yes.
And so that's the plan. But this is basically, this is all of them except for Michael Flynn, I guess. So I filtered.
Wait, so what do we got? So what do we got on Flynn? You went through like
Well, you
the
weren't paying
mainstream
attention.
stuff, the conspiracy stuff, but
Yeah, I went through the whole page. It's all there.
I
mean,
know.
this
But
is,
point out something big, something juicy. Give me something juicy.
I don't know if there's anything juicy in here that people don't know. I mean, he was convicted, I guess, and let's
Yeah,
see.
lying to the
He pled
FBI.
guilty. Oh shit.
Does it have where
Yeah.
he went to court and was questioned about whether or not he saw enough evidence to overturn the election, and he said that he did not? And then he goes on to Alex Jones and all these fucking platforms screaming about raising money to expose election fraud.
Well, I
He's
mean,
a
that's,
fraud.
he got away with saying that in the same way that Peter Strzok. You know, it's just a semantic trick. I mean, you can say that there's no evidence of election fraud in the 2020 election because no court had an evidentiary hearing about it. So it doesn't meet the standard of evidence, therefore it isn't evidence, even if it's proof. I mean, that's what court systems have become. I mean, it's just a semantic joke.
Right. Yeah, Biscuits is not fucking around when it comes to this shit. This is like when we were talking about, I think it was the last show that we did. If you don't have fuck you money, you got to have fuck you data. That was a brilliant line, and it rings true. And this is fuck you data. But it sticks to the facts and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we could talk about when it comes to Flynn that I've exposed on it, but a lot of it is also just connections, things he said, things that is what it is. This is actual documentation and things that you can look up for yourself and then see, at least in this web, the things that he's connected to, organizations that he's connected to.
Right. And that's, I mean, the real function, well, I won't say the real function, but I think the thing that let me clear this out so we can go back. The thing that I thought was, well, that I found interesting about this whole thing in the building process, and the thing that I wanted to try to highlight was actually not so much what the people have done, or I mean, there's not going to be like any groundbreaking evidence in here. This stuff is all public record stuff. You know, it's the fact that all of these things are so intricately connected. I mean, don't look at the dots, look at the density of the freaking connections, you know?
Yes.
I mean, that's the thing that is crazy. And that's the thing that I wanted to capture because, you know, if you talk about the Pandora Papers and all of those, you can go to a website that has all of that stuff built into a database where you can select one of those shell companies, and it'll show you a tiny little piece of a graph like this, where the center node is the shell company you clicked, and it'll show you, you know, a couple people that are connected to it and the other shell companies, whatever. You can go in there and find that there's multiple shell companies that have Epstein in the name in the Bahamas, but they're only connected to some registered agent, you know, from some fake law firm or whatever. I mean, it doesn't really do you any good. And it's such a small slice, and I found that to be so annoying. And then you go and like, where can you look for the Epstein files, right? Well, let me tell you from experience in building this thing, you can go and look at the Epstein file, and they're less redacted, I mean, dramatically less redacted than everything in the FBI vault, which is all useless trash. But you can go to the Epstein files, and if you want to waste your time reading through all of them, there's 1.7 million different documents. I got about 1.1 million of them turned into text, and it's a huge chunk of text, let me tell you. But I don't think that you're never going to get anything groundbreaking or like smoking gun from redacted files. The whole point of redaction is to remove all that stuff, and they're pretty good at it. But what you do get from it is an astounding, I mean, to me, it's astounding to actually see a visual representation of the fact that all of these people and organizations are more connected across the entire country than you are to your fucking neighbors on the cul-de-sac. I mean, Jeffrey Epstein is more connected to Charles Lieber, who is more connected to the CIA than you are to anybody in your life, except maybe your family and the people that you work directly with. The corporation of the United States is one gigantic organization, and it includes all of this shit on this wiki. All of this shit is the same organization. There's no difference between Jim Comey there and whoever the fuck the next person that we click on, Carlos Danger, right? Anthony Weiner's pseudonym from where he does his sexting. I mean, there you go, Dan Bongino. I mean, this is another perfect fucking example. One wiki link away from Michael Flynn, who we just looked at, right? I mean, if you click on Michael Flynn, let's go see who's in the associated people, just to make sure I'm not lying. Dan Bongino, right there, right?
Cash
and I mean,
Patel.
right, and I mean
That's why I didn't want Cash in there. That's why I didn't want Dan in there. And then Dan, look at him, he figured it out. Couldn't even handle it. Loved his money and called himself the fucking Podfather. Comes out and just rages against liberals and protects pedophiles. And then surprised when people call him out to his face for being a pedophile protector, when that's exactly what him and that whole FBI is doing.
Well, he's not really surprised. He's feigning surprise. I mean, that's obviously they're all fucking. But it was just crazy. It's been crazy to me when I'm building this thing out, just to see how every time I go through and add more research or rerun the scripts that I've got to find these names and these connections in various documents and then link them up. The density of all of these connections is just staggering to me. So, and I said before, I'm surprised that no one's ever built this before, but now I can see why. No one's getting paid to build this, that's for sure.
Right.
Oh,
and someone came in just real quick. What's up, Meg? You just saw that video. It's definitely not a hoax. We haven't heard anything from Dean. And last I heard, he hadn't been diagnosed. He hadn't been actually charged of anything. He had just been put into jail for holding for 2 weeks until his first court hearing, his first criminal court hearing. When he was in the hospital, he had 2 hearings, but they weren't criminal hearings. Now he's facing criminal, and ever since then, I haven't heard a peep from him, and no one's given me an update, and it's a fucking tragedy, if you ask me.
And again, it's important to remember that they can hold you in a mental hospital for 15 days, and the statutory deadline for writ of habeas corpus is 15 days. Shocking, right? So all they got to do is lock you up, put a few barriers in between you and the judge, and drag it out for 15 days. Maybe trick you by having a hearing where they don't have their shit together 1 week into it, like they did to Dean, give you false hope, make you think that they're on your side, make you think they're going to help you. You let that 15-day statutory deadline pass, and then they drop the hammer. Well, yes, I know Juxta, but if I don't know their name, I can't put them into the wiki. So,
yeah, well, as far as Dean goes, I don't even know that I asked somebody, I don't even want to mention who they are, but one of his family members, I asked him where they were taking him, and they never fucking gave me the answer. And then I honestly just, I'm not trying anymore with some of the people that I was in communication with. I don't want to be an asshole, but I don't know how to find out what's going on anymore about it, because I can't communicate with him. It sucks.
Well, again, you can't until the feds put out some information.
Right.
Then
he's in New York. He's in New York somewhere. I don't know. That's it.
That's it.
But they held him for as long as they needed to in the hospital, and he never got the writ of habeas corpus in, and then immediately, right after that, is when they moved him out of the hospital right into the hands of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And that's the last we ever heard from him. was the last audio that I played was a voicemail because I told him I'd probably be out mowing the lawn that day, and that's exactly what happened. He left me that voicemail, and that's the last I've heard from him. He was positive at that point, but it'd be interesting to get an update, so we'll see.
Yes, again,
But
I
when
mean, I'm not.
people know this shit though, this is, I mean, they call it, I guess, red pilling. Call it whatever you want. Like what we're trying to do out here. I know Juxta always talks, and we talk about small sandbox. Small, safe sandbox is where we should be, unless we're talking to a bunch of retards and stuff like that. However, if you want something that shows the connections and when you could point at stuff like this and show the like we have Michael Flynn here, the big old red dot or whatnot, the things that he's connected to. When you're looking at various people or having arguments, and you see how all these people are fucking connected, and all these organizations and all this stuff is connected, you might have a better conversation with some people on what's going on the world stage, literal fucking theater stage. That's all we're saying.
Correct. Again, yeah, I mean, this thing's not going to change the world or like protect anybody from anything or keep anybody out of jail or anything like that. I mean, it's public domain information. So this is not eye-opening necessarily for anybody, but I think that it will get a lot of people who haven't bothered to look at the Epstein files to actually see who's in those 1.7 million documents. People who aren't willing to go and download all of that shit and read through it and read through it. It will give them a way to just one-click it in their hand. And besides,
Right, and eventually,
again,
oh,
this
go
is
ahead.
this is a gaming company, guys. I mean, I'm not an OSINT operator. I'm not putting out intelligence. I was building a tool to help me design games, which I've done, and this is a part of it. But I found it so interesting in the building, and we talked about it and decided, yo, people might want this, and so we're going to build it and make it available, and that's that. I understand that these people don't matter and that they're part of a game, maybe the greatest game on earth. And I'm just going to use the content from the game to make my own games to make fun of it because I understand it's a joke. I understand it's all fake, but I don't accept it.
And we did the oracular shows and took information from you. We're looking forward to having a meeting with Sabrina Wallace privately, talk about a bunch of this stuff, and then do one publicly, and then start adding the biodigital convergence into this, see where it connects, add all those connections, and then Juxta, if you'd love to add some information on whatever you got, which is a lot, we would love to add it to this if you wanted to add it to this. This will be something where people will be able to more easily search. Like Biscuits was saying, no one has ever put something like this together. And you can build whatever you want, your cases, your research, your, when you're, whatever it is that you're doing in your, when you're going down what some people call rabbit holes, which I'm pretty much sick of. But when you're going into your research and you're trying to figure out the connections of these things, this tool will make it so much easier. And like Biscuits was also saying, the point of what we were headed towards with all this information was to create collector's cards. And then that would lead into the next phase of this operation that we were doing with GG Co. Now we're waiting for some trademarks and that stuff too, so you guys will get a better idea once we launch some more of this stuff into the public. But this will also be used to help make those collector's cards. So when you make like a Pelosi, like we highlighted in the garbage pail idea that we had, and you start adding little things to the card, they will be factual things that'll be verifiable. And if anybody wants to challenge us on various stuff, now we might not call her Nancy Pelosi, we'll call her something else, but it'll be obvious to most people who it is, those kinds of things. But we'll add stuff that'll literally come from this, connections to this, things that we know, publicly known. I mean, it's been known forever that the Pelosis are like inside stock traders and no one does a damn thing about it. So those kinds of things will be the things that we'll point to, and then we'll have fuck you data when they come and they want to challenge us, or people will try to piss on what we're doing, which will always happen, just like even on my small channel of getting shit on for all kinds of stupid things by people that say they support me, or that they support this mission, or that they love this community, or they want to be a part of this community, and then they fucking turn on this community and try to take people with them. Fuck all you motherfuckers out there that have done that, and you most recent ones can kiss my ass.
NCs, man, that's classic NC behavior. You know,
NC's fucking non-creatives, man.
Oh my gosh, they're just
making it a thing. It's coming into fruition right now.
Yeah, they're moving up. NCs are moving up to the top 5 worst. You know, you got the pedo occultists and the traitors. What's after that? Voters, NCs, and then I don't know. We'll leave the 5th spot open for
Well, we got
Litterbug.
you could say NPCs.
Yeah, I mean NCs
So
seems like
NPCs are like literally non-player characters. They have no real.
yeah.
They're just doing whatever they're told, following the system, and living the easy life of not challenging anything and not really a part of the equation that has anything to do with what we're trying to accomplish here, which is expose traitors and the corruption and stuff like that on levels where maybe more people wake up and be able to mitigate and do something for their families and their lives. Anyways, the NCs are most likely the operatives that are either envious, jealous, or running fucking jobs, like Sabrina Wallace always talks about. Juxtaposition always pointing out the COINTEL motherfuckers running jobs all day, every day to break up anything that looks like it could become a formidable community. Even early on, as small as this kind of is, it's still reaching some people. And they don't like that because none of us are fucking controlled by their system. So they have these little fucking operatives that do it. Or they're just non-creatives that are jealous or they fucking have a tissy fit or they're not getting attention or whatever the heck it is. It's really, in a lot of ways, sad.
Sad. Truly sad. Not all NCs are NPCs, but all NPCs are NCs. I guess is the way that distribution must work. Because see, like you say, you've got non-creative operators that just go out there and troll for a living.
Is that not a good term for what we talk about, Juxta? Biodigital convergence? I can update that. Human augmentation headed to transhumanism. It's fucking crazy.
It's just Juxta. He just yells at, even in the chat, he just yells at me.
But isn't it? It's exciting that he's here sometimes. Just,
Yeah.
All right, so let's spin this motherfucking wheel, eh? And we'll come back to that. Oh shit! I'm gonna need to plug my shit in, or else it'll just be you on the screen, like that one time. That was funny. Where you gotta entertain everybody while I'm gone.
I'm not dancing regardless. I'll just sit here and stare.
Ooh! Hillary Clinton's private email server investigation.
Let's see. That might be on here. There it is.
Do I need to change what I call that? I got a section on the YouTube, the playlist. What should I call it? Just human augmentation?
I mean, are semantics really this important at this point?
They might
I guess. I mean, I don't know. But I mean, so this is a different kind of page because it's dedicated to an event. There's a lot of those types. Right. I mean, the primary types of pages here are going to be people, organizations, and then events, basically. But it'll go through and basically give you all of the OIG reports, the links to the OIG reports, links to the DOJ documentation, and then you'll have your regular news stories with quotes from people or whatever. And it will also connect other people that were, like, if you go up here, you'll find Peter Strzok from this investigation and obviously James Comey and stuff. But you can, without having to go to different places and websites and things like that, you can just click through, each of these things. Like, if, Maxwell Hill, for instance, is a Reddit super username from the political forum in Reddit, or a super mod, not a super user, but a super mod, which is like basically a person that runs the whole Reddit forum. And the politics forum on Reddit was pretty big in 2015, 2016. And it turned out the username U Maxwell Hill was cross-referenced with the time that Ghislaine Maxwell was in prison over multiple occasions over a several year span. And it turned out that was Ghislaine Maxwell. The U Maxwell Hill account, the super mod on Reddit, was Ghislaine Maxwell and potentially Hillary Clinton combined, operating, directly manipulating Reddit by deleting political threads about Hillary Clinton, about Jeffrey Epstein, right? So
Right.
people, the information that people want to get or wanted to get at various times when it was trending or when it was important, perhaps, is suppressed actively by the very people that it's about. I mean, Jeffrey Epstein paid a lot of money to have Jeffrey Epstein removed from Google. And Google and Facebook and all of these companies helped him to do that. There's records of that in the emails. So I understand that none of this stuff is like groundbreaking or whatever, but the ability for someone to take their phone out of their pocket and click through, essentially go to the Epstein files node and just start clicking through everybody that was named in there and seeing how they're connected to all these other people. I mean, you talk about rabbit holes. Rabbit holes are like well manicured highways with road signs everywhere advertising all sorts of products on the internet. If you go down a rabbit hole on the internet, trust me, it's not new. It's well tunneled. The walls are hardened and everything is an advertisement, but there's no advertisements here. You don't even have to leave the website or the wiki to go and get the proof, such as it is, or at least get the evidence that all of these people and organizations are in fact directly connected to each other in operation and through the Epstein files, through the Hunter Biden laptop, through the DOJ organization findings, and through the EMA leaks from 2021 about the vaccine. So, and we'll widen the scope eventually when we get into the later versions and we start updating the wiki on the web and whatnot. But right now, I mean, that's primarily what we wanted it to be. It's sort of a hitchhiker's guide to corruption, I guess.
Yes, the Corruptoverse. That's
Right.
what I call it every once in a while.
Well, yeah, I mean, the name Wikipedia has basically ruined the name Wiki. I don't even like to use it, but
Right. What do we got to come up? Hey, let's come up with it while we got people here. We don't have to do it right now, but at some point,
send your
what should we
suggestions
call it?
to info@getgg.co.
Info@gg.co.
Getgg.co. It's our own website, bro.
Dude, get your shit together. Sorry, I'm multitasking.
Mm.
I'm gonna
Maybe-
update this shit so we
maybe
don't
try
have
to
so we don't
avoid
have
that.
biodigital convergence on here. Info@getgg.co. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm changing biodigital convergence business to human 2.0.
A name
All right.
that's guaranteed to change since it's got a version number in it, right?
Should we
Will
call
we have
it
to update that?
Stupidville?
Wow.
Retardoville. One
Is that
flew
where I
over
live?
the cuckoo nest. All right.
Such a juxtaposition, such a supportive feature of any chat.
Yes. He loves it. He loves it. We're all friends here. Are we?
Wow, I've got something in common with Donald Trump.
Huma Abedin, now married to
Alex Soros.
Alex Soros. Can I remember his first name?
Human Abaddon.
Bloop.
This bitch.
What's up, April? You made it. Huma.
We're not gonna be able to get through all of these, obviously. Carlos Danger, man. I mean, you got to give it to Anthony Weiner. That was a pretty good pseudonym. Carlos Danger.
That was a pretty
Longtime senior advisor to Hillary Clinton. John Podesta.
All right.
So, I mean, you know, it's, again, this is not like, it's not going to blow your mind on anybody's single page. The whole point of this thing is that you can click through to all of these corrupt ass people and organizations and see how they're actually connected. Exceeded the statutory 130-day limit. Wow. Probably that didn't get her in trouble, though. Like, none of these people get in trouble for anything. That's what's so annoying. I guess except for Dennis Hastert, right?
Or they get offed.
Do they, though?
Yeah, that's the question, right? Or do they really actually get offed?
Jeffrey Epstein's supposed to be dead, and Juxta says he just has no money. So I don't know. I guess if he's dead, he also has no money, but it kind of makes you wonder. I guess Juxta doesn't think he's dead.
Ooh, that would be interesting. What's up, everybody on the Substack? Sorry,
you gotta not
they don't.
multitask. Yeah, you gotta not multitask because I can't be entertaining.
You're not entertaining?
No.
I'll show you what I was doing real quick here, and then we'll pull up Huma.
Well, we already did.
Oh.
That's the thing. You're not paying attention.
Oh, you guys already got Huma? That's okay.
Mhm.
I want to show you something real quick, though, because I guess I was using improper terminology. So biodigital convergence business has now been changed to BAM! Human 2.0. There you go. I hope Juxtaposition and Sabrina are happy about that. That's a pretty quality. Oh, there we go. See what we got here, Juxta? A lot of your work is in here, so I'm glad that we were able to change that for you, brother.
Are we only at version 2, though?
I don't know.
Something like that.
I guess I'll probably have to update that here soon. All right, let's spin this damn thing one more time.
We gotta be getting close to version 6.66 or something.
This probably is 6.66.
Yeah.
Or maybe Human 13.0, because that's Unity amongst Masons, correct, Juxta? 13, Unity amongst Masons. Unity amongst Masons, that's 13. Here we go, the final name. Oh, shit.
Oh,
the one that
Lord.
drives Sabrina Wallace absolutely bonkers, crazy, because of the misusage of where we are at with the control of Human 2.0, the augmentation of humans. MK Ultra is the buzzword.
It is a buzzword. But I mean, you know, I guess obsolete nomenclature is sort of a weakness that people should probably. I'm not sharing anymore.
I know it fell off like right after I dropped it down.
Interesting. Hang on.
Right. But we will have the information about MK Ultra, and like I'm saying, we're going to have Sabrina Wallace give us a bunch of info that will update the wiki files and include biodigital convergence. And then the real game is, not the biodigital convergence, Human 2.0.
Oh my God.
Human augmentation. Human zombies.
I've got to refactor the whole thing.
Yep. I just did it in real time. You can do it. I believe in you.
I'm not doing this one in real time.
Well, you don't have to do it in real time. We can make it happen fast.
I guess we do got to update it. So, I mean, you know, this will just be basically, obviously, all of this stuff is pretty much open source or whatever, but it'll give you all of the names, you know, the testimony, et cetera, and whatever links to other organizations like Harvard, et cetera. People like Robert F. Kennedy's assassination, like so the whole point, again, like I said, it's not necessarily about the content, because a lot of, certainly, like most of the people that are on here will be knowing, but you know, you could skip right to Alan Dulles, which will probably take you to like Jack Parsons or somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Skull and Bones, you know, all of the CIA people.
Right. MK Ultra was a legit thing, but it's back in the day, so we would like the updated information that Sabrina Wallace and Juxta would have, so
And
that we
that's
can update it.
and that's why it's linked. Oh shit! Well, Alan Dulles. That's why it's linked, you know, to the formerly known as biodigital convergence, I guess. We've had a live update, and this page is not populated yet because we haven't really talked with Sabrina about it, but that will happen before the wiki is live. I think we've all agreed.
Yes. That's the hope. And I get to meet Sabrina in about a week. Ish. We don't know. No one knows. No one should know.
We'll work on the juxtaposition version where there aren't any names of anything because we don't know them. And that'll be the most important one. The blank one.
Give us all your files, Juxta. We will update it, and it'll do you proud.
We'll put them all in there.
And then I will show your coffee mug on my shows more frequently. Eh?
That's where we're at. Couple more weeks on the trademark stuff, and of course I'll be working on this throughout that period of time. And hopefully, I'm not sure which one will be shipping first. It depends on a couple things. The mobile app will definitely be 3D Galaxy instead of just that 2D display there. So it'll be a little more cool to interact with. And I already tested it on my Galaxy S9, so it'll work on whatever your phone is, whoever you are. Because
do you have the Mac thing figured out, or is that what we'll have to work on?
I have it figured out, but I don't have a Mac yet.
So you'll need me to help you finalize that one, or what?
Yes, I think between the two of us, it's doable. So, but the Apple one will be the last thing. I mean, that really is probably going to be the order, and I'm not sure whether the web app or the Google Play, the Android, whatever you want to call it, app will be ready first, but the Apple one will be the third one for certain because it's a little more complicated.
Right.
To build anything with a Mac or for Apple Store, you have to do it from a Mac, or you have to spend a lot of money to essentially emulate one for a development environment. But.
Right. So imagine that, all that information, searchable and easily searchable and researchable at that. But then we'll add in the human 2.0, human augmentation, transhumanism, human zombies, all this fucking, terminology that we're dealing with, digital twins, healthcare 4.0, 5.0, all the stuff that's coming, add all that information in, see all the technocrats that it connects to, which are just puppets, of course, like Juxta's saying. I do agree. But these are the people that we have to work with and the things that we have to expose. MK Ultra is a buzzword, but a lot of people do know it. I come from the world of the fake truther movement where that's thrown around like crazy. So to get people to transition from MK Ultra to human augmentation and what's really going on with the internet of bodies, the internet of everything, that's the plan. That's part of it. And releasing of these apps, and then we'll make some shorter videos that we'll release showing people how to utilize it and use it, and to it'll be awesome to launch some of the stuff. I don't know if we've really talked about the website too much, but we're just waiting on trademark shit. Once we get that stuff, we'll be launching a website, we'll be launching this app, we'll be getting this in your hands so that you guys can play with it, search the universe, corruption of the galaxy, if you will, the corruptoverse, whatever we're going to call it.
Maybe the Fedo files, and then, and then the cards and the card games and the video games. I mean, there's a lot that's in the pipeline. I think probably people will be pretty surprised by I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised by the quantity of things that I've actually designed on paper and then forgotten about as I moved on from my notes and whatnot. So a lot of, yes.
Yes, it is, sir. Understood.
I can't.
Fedo files is a possibility. I love
personally, and I can't afford Juxtaposition's quality of abuse right now. I mean, I hope to be able to one day afford that type of verbal bashing on a regular basis, but right now I can't splurge on it.
But it's all in the mix. It's all in the workings. We'll see how fast we get it out to you. I think once we start getting some more of this stuff launched out, I think people will understand exactly what's been going on behind the scenes and how fast some of this stuff's coming together. It seems like some of this has taken a while to get out there, but at the same time, you saw that fucking thing and all the files connected and the way things are intermeshed. And
I will tell you, 1.7 million documents is a pain in the ass. I mean, everybody. Just like if people could just like stop and think about that for a minute. I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot of documents. It's a lot of documents. And there's a lot of shit that's redacted for sure, but still, dude, I mean, wow.
Yeah, I can't believe you processed that many things and you had to do it in batches. And if you understood like the intricacies of some of the stuff we've had to discuss and that you shared with me, it's like, oh my gosh, man. The fact that you've done this and this, I believe it is a service to humanity. When it comes into the collector's cards, it's gonna, we're gonna be able to draw from that kind of information to create the cards, and then it'll move to the greatest game. See what happens. But this is exciting, people, and I hope you start to get it. And the more that comes out and the faster, when things start to move a little faster, and they will as far as what we can publicly show, I think this is going to be fucking wild. Gong, 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 gong. But we appreciate you all. Season of the Gong, episode 7 with the Biscuits. Biscuits, you have anything else before we get out of here?
No, I do. I appreciate everybody. Thanks for everybody that's emailed, and look forward to making some more progress. Thanks to Juxta for stopping by. Appreciate
good to see you, Juxta,
and all the regulars. Appreciate y'all. Stay
Absolutely.
safe.
Couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you, Macaulay Corbin, Colin Wise for the donations. It'll go right to GGCo. And we'll make this shit happen. We'll keep it going. And we appreciate you all. This was Season of the Gong, episode 7 with Biscuits and D. Booma-san. God bless you all. Catch you in the next one. Peace.
Bye, everybody.